Working on Christmas. Christmas filming for my YouTube. Hi there, my name is Chris and welcome to my YouTube channel where today I will be discussing Love After Lockup. What episode was this? I want this to be real. I want this to be real. All the wishing and all the hoping. Wishing and hoping and praying and whatever won't do it. Because after you do, she won't be yours. It's fake. You know who knows it's fake? Jasmine. You know why? Jasmine knows her mom. She looked at like Scotty and like read him in 2 seconds, was like, oh, Mark. Or her mark. You're the trick. Okay, so thank you so much for everyone who has liked this video even without watching it. Who's just like seen my face, pushed play, and then just like liked it because they're like, girl, we get it. It's hard out there for a girl on YouTube with like not even 5,000 subscribers who's just like trying to like hustle and sing for her supper, is working her way up, you know, working on Christmas night, you know, like the night the elves take off and the reindeers are like, we're done. That's the night I'm still working. For those people who get it and who are just like, I'm just gonna like this and I've subscribed years ago, honey, I get this. And if you haven't yet, go ahead. It's just another click, honey. I will notice because I have no subscribers, so I literally can count each one I get. And thank you to everyone who's followed me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Farah. I really appreciate interacting with you in the comments, and all of your love and support means so much to me and has really, really helped me through this year. Which, by the way, I've been having so much fun doing lives with you guys. Let's get into first couple, Brittany and Marcelo in Las Vegas. It feels like so many couples across the shows that I recap, 90 Day and Love After Lockup, are in Las Vegas. But here, Marcelino and Brittany, I'm really into them. Like, I want them to work out. Marcelino is just like an ex-man of the service who, like, you know, put his life on the line for our freedom, and I respect it and I thank him for it, and it's instilled discipline within him that he cherishes. And I also feel like it instilled complex for him to save, to be a hero. There's good in people and he has to find the good. That's what Brittany represents. Like, she represents someone who just made bad choices, but he sees the good. And also, like, let's be honest, he sees like a sexy ass body and like a beautiful face and hair to die for. Like, what sugar bear hair vitamin, what castor oil, what omega-3, like, what is it? Nutrafol? Honey, is it Viviscal? Like, tell me what it is, Brittany, that makes your hair grow like Irish copper. I mean, like, what's prison food like? Like, what's the nutrients in prison food that, like, has given her that much? I mean, great hair. Great for her. I'm happy for her. You know, I love them, again, as a couple. So I feel like he's going to like be a little harsh with her, and she feels like she's probably like found herself in prison and like found kind of ways to deal with some of the things and the trauma, maybe and anxiety and whatnot that was behind her destructive behavior. And that seems to be meditation, and she seems to be a little like loosey-goosey, and he seems to be like straight edge military time, honey. Like, literally is like, we're getting up at, well, that would be like normal time, but like, we're going to bed at 1800 hours or something. I don't know, you know, we're up at 600 hours. You know what I mean? So anyway, so Marcelino goes to pick Brittany up and she gets released, and she gets released a little later than he's planned, and it shows maybe he's very into time and the respect of time, which could be, you know, a signal down the road that she could be a little more like, I'm just got a prison, honey. Like, let's take a chill pill for a second. Give me a moment. I mean, I'm not in prison and I don't want to be, no offense, like in training camp. I want to be on a couch. She's late, but then they finally like meet up and they're so cute. He like picks her up, honey, and she's like, honey, in his arms, and like, he's like, I like their physical bodies together. Like, I just feel like the way they look makes me happy. I think they like are sexy together. Does that make sense? I like her body and her coloring and his body and his coloring, and it's not like, and her personalities are opposite, and I think it's sexy that she was in prison and that he was in the service. Like, I think all of it is super sexy because it's like opposites. I want to see more of like what happens. But they go in the car, honey, and they're so happy to see each other. They give like middle fingers, like peace out, motherfuckers. And then she needs a moment. You know, she has just like out of prison. She goes to him and she's like, can I pull over and just like have a moment? He's like, to pee? And she's like, no, to like meditate. And then she goes and then she like sits on a rock and she's like, I just want to be alone for a second. And she like really has like 2 seconds because he's like already on there like, hey, we got along enough, whatever. But like, she's like, I am present. I am not in jail. I am in fact free. Free to live. This is what the air feels like outside. Look at the roaming view. Oh my God, thank God. I'm ever present and I am here and I made it. And that is a good meditation for you to like do at any time. Bring yourself to the present. In doing so, you lose the anxiety of the past and the worry of the future. Because in the present, you are usually fine. And it's just remembering that everything else, thoughts pass just like the wind through a tree. But she is having it. This is her celebration moment. So I was kind of sad that he gave her like 2 seconds to do this. And he was like, all right, girl, like, yay, let's go bone. Does she meditate on getting that hair? And is that how she gets that hair? She's just like every morning, she's like, may my follicles grow healthy and strong. Okay, next couple is Lizzie and Scott. Honey, she's 41, he's 51, which I didn't even realize that because she looks 43 and he looks 79. Wah thinks that he's attractive, not at all. And you knew and you saw I didn't stand for it. You're not gonna tell me that he's attractive in my face. When you told me and you made fun of me that people like Ricky is strapped. I didn't even say Ricky was hot. I said Ricky was strapping and she came for me the way that she came for me for that. And then to tell me on my couch she thinks Scotty is wildly attractive? No. You don't do that to me. You don't do that to me. I have eyes, I have ears, I have a degree, I'm awake. And I'm cognizant, so I think she's gonna do that to me. Who she thinks she is? Who do you think you are, Wah? I got you. I got your number. I got your number right here in my favorites, Wah. So anyways, we get them, Lizzie and Scotty, honey, and they're in the car with their offspring in back, and this is just so sad on so many fronts for the kids. And this is also how I feel in 90 Day. You're just like, anytime kids are involved of any kind, no matter how old they are, I'm just like, ooh. So and Lizzie looks like she is on it, on all of it. Whatever the hell that she is on, it is an upper, okay? And that combined with her freedom and whatever trauma that like has made her an addict, regress and stay and be at the level of like 11-year-old, 9 to 11-year-old, 9 to maybe, yeah, 11, I would say. So they go to some Quickie Mart, honey, some 7-Eleven, all right? I'm not even joking. And she ransacks this 7-Eleven as if she was a stoned 11-year-old for the first time. Ransacks it. I mean, honey, all the flavors since she's been in prison that they made of M&Ms, pretzel M&Ms, peanut, oh my God, they made dark chocolate M&Ms, honey, they made caramel M&M. In Skittles, they changed the lime flavor to a green apple. Ew, but she like gets all the flavor of Skittles, the tropical. She's like, oh my God, Starburst now? You can get a whole pack of Starbursts of just the reds? Let's buy 10. I mean, she's buying everything. They have to carry their stuff in like some styrofoam ice bucket. Someone else said a trash bucket. I don't even know what it is. It's definitely not a cart, honey. She buys like everyone weird ice cream drinks. She just like acts like she kid in a woman's body. That's how I would describe it. If it was like Freaky Friday or the movie Big and it was just the first scene of like an older woman, but like a kid in that person's body and who gets to go to a stupid, gross, not even supermarkets like Quickie Market and buy food for the first time. And then there is enabling Scotty just like going more and more in debt, but he buys $130 worth of this snack junk shit food, okay? And then they have the audacity to be like, oh, look at those scratchers and lottos. And then Scotty's like, one of each. And then the woman starts getting one of each. And then he's like, I hope there wasn't any $50 ones. And the lady's like, no, but there's one $30 one and you have to pay cash. So Scotty then goes over and like borrows against his credit card cash line to get cash for scratchers. Is that the next episode? Them being multimillionaires off those scratchers and it all being worth it. They leave the store and Lizzie says, I didn't expect to spend so much money, but it's my dream day. And he's treating me like a princess. And I'm totally worth it. So honey, Lizzie hasn't stopped smiling. And probably like that's a jaw thing, I'm assuming also. They get into this hotel that Scotty has paid for with Scotty's son Adam in tow with Jasmine and Lizzie. And it's a really nice hotel. They got them really nice rooms. And then Lizzie runs through this hotel room like, okay, you know how they sometimes make bachelor contestants like run through their like hotel rooms like as if they had never seen a hotel room, like, look at this bathroom. And then like, you know, like then it always encompasses them with like jumping on the bed. I mean, but like, yeah, and it's always like you're an adult. It makes no sense. I mean, like, she jumps on this bed of this hotel as if she again was an 11-year-old or 9-year-old whose parents had just surprised her with like a Disney World trip and they were sleeping the night before going in one of the adjacent motels right off, like right outside, not one of the nice hotels. And she's just like jumping on that bed. Then she makes Jasmine jump too, and Jasmine, who's normal and younger, and her daughter is like, no, why would we do this? It doesn't feel right to me. So then Scotty comes and joins them on the bed, and it's a little tiny bit awkward because Lizzie's like, don't put the shoes in the bed, dirty, girl time, and like it's kind of like acting weird towards Scotty, who feels it and is paying for everything. Then they're like, we're gonna go in the pool, let's get our pool stuff or whatever. And then like Scotty runs away, go to his room with Adam and change. And Lizzie is going to change into some of the clothes that Jasmine has bought her, you know, knowing that her mom was getting out of prison and had nothing, like whether it was at Goodwill or whatever. That's how that she had some bathing suits and things. And before Scotty could even leave the room, like Lizzie's like, but you're gonna buy me more things, more things, more things. Don't think it's just snacks from 7-Eleven in this hotel room, honey. It's everything all the time. And a 4-bedroom house with a pool. We already talked about that. With a pool. You know. So then they're swimming. You know, it's Jasmine, it's Lizzie. Lizzie's feeling the water around her. I don't know if any of those swimsuits fit, but she feels fine about it. Adam is weird, but normal. I mean, normal for like a kid. He like, you know, thinks it's super cool to just like walk into a pool as if it's like he didn't know it was there and like not even flinch, just like walk into it. Look, super cool for the cameras. They're in the pool swimming around, swimming, and then Lizzie's like, where's Scotty? Adam, where's your dad? What's happening? Oh, wait. There he is. He's out there talking. I'm gonna go get him. And like swims and like pulls herself out and then like goes and like, Scotty, what are you doing? Let's go swim. And Scotty's like, full spiral, honey. Spin spiraling. I mean, he was having a mental breakdown. I have a trick. This isn't real. None of this is real. He's just using me for my money. Like, she doesn't love me. Like, it's all like apparent to me now. And then she's like, what? And he's like, I mean, something's up and you're mad at me. And she's like, why do you think I'm mad at you? And he's like, that's why I'm asking you. And she's like, I came out here from the pool, so like, what is literally happening? What are you talking about? And he's like, you just like looked down, and when we like were talking, and I just like didn't know what to do with that, so I was just like, you know, thinking twice about our whole relationship. And then she's like, you're fine, we're fine, you're fine. These cameras, watch me work. You're fine. Let's go swimming now, Scotty. Let's go swimming. Everything's good. Have you seen these? In a bathing suit? Because they're going to be wet in a second over here. So let's go swimming. Let's go swimming. You saw it, right? That's nothing. She gets him. She goes swimming, honey. And that's a master at work. She's like, he's a fragile egg, but I'm a master baker. Next couple is Caitlin and Matt. Oh my God, Caitlin, honey. Caitlin's been having a lot of coffee or needs to take it down several notches, and God, I can't wait for her to have sex. For her to behave the way that she does when she greets Matt, it's otherworldly. But let's get back. So poor Caitlin has been just driving around aimlessly looking to see where the hell they're gonna drop Matt off until some nice cops are like, look, I'm just gonna like tell you, follow me, sit where we tell you, and then he'll come and he'll come. And she's like, okay, fine. I mean, she's been driving down since 5:30, just like, so she drives into a post office, and she is waiting outside the car. She's waiting. She's pulling hair. She's smoking. She's waiting. She's looking everywhere. She's looking at her phone. She's looking at her phone. She's looking at her wrist, she's looking at her watch. She's looking up, she's looking down, she's looking in, she's looking out, she's talking, she's crying, where is he? Where is he? Why isn't he here? Why isn't he? Why isn't he? She's so tired. She probably hasn't slept in so long. And I just like remember how happy she was when the car ride first started. It started with such promise, and what an arc we've seen till now. And we're not nearly done. She's giving us a parody Sally Fields performance. And she's dressed like someone that would, like Kelly Pickler, someone that would go to Stagecoach. Yeah, take that what you will. So then he finally gets dropped off in some ass weird van, and then she like runs up to him and like, oh my God, just get him out, get him out, get him out of the van! And then she like runs to the van, and he's like holding his stuff. She like drops the stuff. She like jumps on him. She's like making out with him. She's sticking his like her tongue where the tooth was. You know, she's like all over it. You know, like I'm sorry, but like you know, she is like. He's so happy because when they used to be able to like, when they used to see each other, he had to watch his hands, but now those hands are everywhere, honey. Those hands are in cavities. They're cavity searching. One hand is where the tooth is. One hand's in one of her cavities. Remember that part in Fear when they were on the roller coaster? Reese Witherspoon and Marky Mark? That cavity. So then we get a horrible confession with Matt, where Matt lays out his future plans, you know, what's going to keep him off the streets, out of the cells. And he says, you know, meth is his drug of choice, but he's never going to be super straight, let's be honest. Not Matt. In and out of prison so many times. Let's call a spade a spade. But if he just can pop out a few kids, something to anchor him to reality, then maybe he can toe the line. So what he wants to do is have kids with Caitlin, do drugs, and ruin their lives. Circle of life, and it moves us all through prayer and hope, through strength and love, till we find our way for the path of winding. You're welcome. He says he hasn't had sex in 3.5 years. Whatever we define as sex, Bill Clinton taught us that. That could mean so many things now. Caitlin's obsessed with the thought of inspecting him. She wants to inspect his body, see his scars, see his toes, count the things, count his moles. I mean, I don't know, like she's like a mother to a newborn, you know? Like, does he have everything he's supposed to have? I mean, but like, then can I fuck it? Is also a weird idea, I think, personally. She doesn't wait, though. So this is what happens. They're just all over each other. And in the car, she asks him to, like, take out his penis. And he, like, okay, takes him out. And then she's like, oh, my God, he did it! Oh, my God, he did it! He took it out. He said it, took it out. He took it out. He's taking out his penis. I mean, I watched that, like, okay. Okay. I saw the penis. I touched the penis. It went in my mouth. And it also went in my butt a little bit. In the car. I'm so excited. Then another weird thing happens where she like says goodbye to the cop that like helped her, you know, like finally get him by like touching his arm. What a roller coaster of a relationship she had with these cops even. You know, she's like, thank you, bye. I just picked that up. I was like, these people were really mean to you. Okay, well, touch that bicep. Plant those seeds. I'm just very cognizant of her breathing, but then also just her general panic. It's overwhelming in all of these scenes. Like, her nerves are out of this. Like, I feel like I need to like pop something. I need to like open some wine or whatever it was that you do to calm yourselves. That's what I feel like I needed to do after watching Caitlyn, and I also feel like Caitlyn needs to do on a daily basis. And I don't know how Matt's gonna do being a former drug addict with that energy around him. He's, you know, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, then they go to a market. Then, you know, in the market, they get like 2 things in the basket. It's like bread and syrup. It's kind of like WT, right? Then we have Tracy and Clint. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I cannot believe that Clint's 37. Clint is 37, and this relationship will be his 3rd marriage. Is astounding to me. I'm an astounded woman. So here we have Clint and his mom on the way to the airport again. An on the way to the airport scene, which will be echoed in other scenes. Clint says that if he saw Tracy, I wouldn't approach her, and you know, she'd be out of his league. She wouldn't approach me. It's a sign. But his mom is so sweet and positive and supportive, and it's like, I just want you to be happy, and I pray and I hope to God. I pray to God every day, and I hope for your general happiness, your wealth, and your health. Whatever it takes, I want you to know I'm there for you. I love you. Even if everyone else says this is a horrible idea, like your dad, like your ex-wives, I'm just gonna say you figure it out on your time. That's what's most important, is the lesson that's learned, and for you to be happy. What? Is he allowed to drive a car? What level of functioning an adult is he? In the car, we get a conversation from Tracy. She calls. So it's like she's very sweet with Clint's mom. It's very like they know each other. I think it's Alice. Like they have been talking on the phone. And I mean, you can't not love Clint's mom. She is as sweet as pie. So they're talking. It's fine. And then Tracy asks Clint, did you like my vows? And Clint's like, I loved your vows. I love them. I love them. Another whole thing is, I just think it's a little unlucky, you know, like bad form to read each other's vows, for me to read the vows. So even as much as I love them, I also don't know what they are. I can love them from afar, and that's what happened, is what I would say. She hangs up. I didn't just like say Chick Hearn, who was the old voice of the Lakers. Like, she hangs up the phone. It's like, oh, must have lost that phone call. And it's like, the mom's like, it never works out, but I keep hoping. 3rd time's a charm is a statement people say. People also die in 3s. Okay, so our next couple is Megan, Michael, and Sarah. Okay, so it starts with Megan on her way to the airport. She also is having her brother drive. She doesn't have a car, but she spent $12,000 just on Michael, which I could have bought her a car. She's young. So they're in that car, the brother's driving on the way there, and he's straight up like, why are you doing this? Like, you're actually a dime. Like, you could do better. Like, you're a virgin. He's in jail. Like, why is this happening? Why is this befalling you right now? Is there any way I can get out of this situation with you in tow? And she's like, nope. Terminal 5. Frontier. So she like goes in to the kiosk. She's at that kiosk pushing the buttons. She's entering her frequent flyer mile. She's like, ugh, this sucks. She's like trying to do something else. Oh, and she like finally gets Michael to like return a fucking text, and she's like, hi babe, I'm almost there. I mean, I got mama, I'm checking in right now. And he's like, don't come. She's like, what? What are you I'm checking in. This is not yesterday or an appropriate day for you to tell me this. This is right now. I'm checking in. And he's like, yeah, the thing is like my parole officer wants me to see my daughter right away. So that's what's happening. Like, so I made other plans. Don't you trust me? Don't you trust me? And she's like, nope, I don't trust you. She starts to like have a wherewithal. They hang up. She like realizes cameras are there. So she goes in the bathroom and cries. It's so sad. Flash forward to Sarah, honey. Sarah is so excited. She's about to get it in. She's horny, just like Halen. She hasn't had it. She thinks, hasn't also had it. These women. You know, she's like, we're gonna have sex. I can't wait. Tee 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 hee. Tee hee 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 hee. I don't know what he spits, but it's like emotional manipulation up the asshole. Like, I think that he's like a gaslighter, manipulator. I think that he is like I mean, like, this person should be, I think, under investigation. Like, to be able to like get married in October of 2017 and be trying another hoe, like, and trying another woman in December 2017, that's bananas. That's not a normal thing. You have babies and things and you've been in prison. None of these are good things. None of these are good signs that you're like a functioning person, a person that should be in society, that will make like choices that will behoove not only themselves but other people, but like won't harm other people. They just make him seem like he should teach a goddamn course. Like, how did he do this? And what's gonna happen when they all come together? Which has to happen at some point. Because it's like Megan finally gets wise, but this isn't the end. Like, the end is like Megan goes and confronts him and he like knocks on the door and like he answers the door like, whoa, and he's like there, and then Sarah's like, what, baby? And she's like holding a Avanti. She's like, it's like telenovela. I really do love the show. I really love it. Thank you all so much for recommending it to me. I'm gonna leave it at that. Wait for next week. If you haven't yet, please like this video. Please comment below. I'll comment back to you. If you haven't yet, please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. The L is for light, because that's what you are all to me this season. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. You guys, I don't know if you know Godspell, but Godspell is a great musical. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Okay. Bye.